Over to you. We'll start up front with Dave.
Tori, a lot of talk about Auburn's on their quarterback, Cam Newton. What have you guys seen from Auburn's defense, the guys that you're going to have to go against?
They're very aggressive, and they swarm to the ball. But we're going to work extremely hard in practice just to find the holes in the zone and just make plays.
Tori, talk about how important you guys feel it is for somebody to step up and be a consistent number two behind Alshon to take some of the heat off him.
Well, really, we have a core of guys that can get the job done, and as long as we have a group effort, we're going to be fine. The coaches and Garcia are going to continue to just read the defenses, and whoever is open, hopefully they get the ball and make a play.
Tori, how well did you know Kenny McKinley? Did you get to know him during your recruiting process?
Well, I met Kenny when I arrived at school my freshman year, and the week before he broke the receiving record, he told me I was going to be the future of Carolina football. And I think I had one of the worst practices ever on the scout team. So, I really didn't understand that until now. And, just thinking about all the things he showed me as well as the leadership roles, it's just something I embraced, and, he will be missed.
What are some of your favorite memories of him, both as a player and maybe just off the field?
Well, Kenny wasn't the biggest guy, but he had a huge heart. And I watched him take a hit across the middle of the field in the Outback Bowl, and he jumped up and got in the middle linebacker's face. And that's when I realized that, he was special and he was a total team player. And off the field, man, he was just a silly guy. He loved to crack jokes and have a good time. And, he was a big brother to the younger guys.
Tori, right? Did that mean something to you when you got here to see a guy like him that was established at the position and how he worked himself? He hadn't even played receiver until he got here.
Yeah, it gave me confidence over the offseason because watching a lot of film, it was on him because he played the slot position, and Sidney was on the outside, and we studied every move of Kenny. And physically, I don't have the feet he has, but just the instincts and the way he had a feel for the game, I slowly but surely, is learning that, putting that part in my repertoire.
Tori, Coach Spurrier talked about you guys having the correct attitude and dealing with this and then dealing with the game as well. How does the team move on to the game this week?
Well, our hearts are going to be heavy, but, when we saw Kenny 2 weeks ago, he told us, man, just to go out and have a good time and play hard. So we're just going to take that we're just going to grab that by the horns and just play as hard as we can. We know he's looking down on us, and, hopefully when we go into Jordan O'Hare Stadium, we'll come out successful.
This is probably a little cliche, but does this whole situation mean that, there's more important things in life than just a game and just football?
Before my grandmother passed, she always told me that it's better to be on top of the ground than in the ground. So, each day, I grab a piece of grass and I just smell it and just thank God for having an opportunity to play football and go to school. So it's something we really just gonna embrace and just play extremely hard, and hopefully we can feed on this for the rest of the year.
Because of the things that you've gone through, do you think you're a guy that can kind of help some of the younger guys and people who haven't experienced things like this before?
Yes, mentally, I've been pushed to the limit, but with my relationship with God, I feel like that everything happens for a reason, and I'm here to, help the guys out, as well as I have teammates that's going to support me. So, we're just a big family, and as long as we continue to keep this attitude about the team, I feel like we're going to be okay.
This team didn't win a single conference game on the road last year. Obviously, playing on the road in the SEC is difficult. How have the first 3 games prepared you to go on the road and play on a hostile environment against a top 15 team?
Well, the field is still 100 yards, and we just got to go out and play. Their crowd isn't really going to be into the game, but if we go out and execute our plays, we should take them out and just play ball. As long as we go out and do everything we've been coached to do throughout the week, we should be successful.
Tori, just talking about yourself as a receiver, if you would, what do you consider your biggest asset, and what helps you get out and compete in a league like the SEC?
Well, just becoming a team player and blocking. We've been doing a pretty good job of, when the tailbacks break out in the open field, the receivers been really getting after it with blocking the defensive backs and making the big blocks for touchdowns. So everyone can go out and catch the ball and make plays, but just doing whatever it takes to win, that's our whole mentality.
Tori, following up on playing on the road, what do you tell some of the young guys like Marcus and Ace about what it's like in these tough SEC environments when how you have to handle yourself?
I tell them just to keep their composure and not get too high if something positive happens or get too low, with a turnover. Just stay even keel and go out and play as hard as you can.
Tori, the blocking, is that something that coaches stress to you guys with the zone read, or something you guys take pride in, blocking?
It's something we take pride in because last year we missed out on a lot of big runs because we'll miss a block or two. But this year, with us wanting to compete for the SEC, every possession counts. So if you go out and make a block, it can come back and affect the game in a positive way.
Oh, Tori, in your years here at South Carolina, have you kind of seen throughout the league the quarterback play kind of tick up and maybe, you guys, your defense can't take a week off almost, it seems like, because you're coming up against competent passer after competent passer?
Yeah, well, everyone is getting better, but you still have to win 2 out of 3 phases of the game, and that's special teams, defense, and offense. And usually the teams that make the biggest plays throughout the game are the winners. So, as long as everyone going out competing, we should be fine.
Kind of expanding on the whole defense area. You guys, your defense has been phenomenal on third down. Is it been kind of fun to watch them go out there and stymie the opponents?
It's very exciting because that's letting me know we're going to get back on the field and be able to make plays. So, we're very fortunate to have a great defense, and Coach Johnson and Coach Ward, they do a great job of putting those guys in position to make plays. But, on offense, we just have to go out and do the same to where we can feed off each other and win these games.
Anything else for Tori? All right, thank you.
Thanks.